You probably know what stream sniping is. You might have seen streamers like Forsen being followed by dozens of people in a PUBG game, screaming and trying to kill him. At least that's fun and produces lots of content. It still makes the game unplayable for the streamer, but that's entertaining for a viewer to watch, and the stream snipers are not directly harming anyone. But what if I told you that there is a dedicated community of cheating stream snipers that was only made for one goal: to ruin the gaming experience of CS2 streamers, get in their lobbies, raid cheat against them and mass report them. Today I've managed to investigate a subject that recently became a huge issue for me and all of my streamer friends. I've managed to get in contact with a person who is one of the main creators of this community, and we're gonna try to expose their entire network, and we will also try to address this issue, so maybe Valve or even Discord admins could somehow help us dealing with this problem. My friends Ren and Dima are being targeted by this cheating network for a pretty long time, and they didn't want me to make this video until Season 2 premiere started. You see, they did not want this issue to be public because they thought that this could bring even more cheaters into our games. However, in Season 2, every single game of me, Dima, Ren and other CS2 streamers became infested with cheaters. And we're not only talking about closet cheaters, we're talking literally about people spinning from round 1 just to ruin our games. So I had to ask my friends again, and this time they gave me the green light to investigate this issue, since it literally cannot get any worse. So I started digging, and I had to use my insane Sherlock Holmes deduction skills in order to get in contact with those people. First of all, I checked nicknames of every single raid cheater that played against me, Dima and Ren in the last week. After that, I wrote down their nicknames and DM'd them to all of my insiders from the cheating community to check if they know any of them. And in around a day, I managed to get in contact with 2 of those stream snipers that redirected me to one of the main creators of their server, and he was willing to provide some inside information about their network. So I prepared a list of questions from all of the streamers that they targeted, but the guy only agreed to respond through text, so I'm gonna have to use AI voiceover for this. How many people are on the server?
Around 50 right now. The original group of people who made this server just sit at home all day, wait for the streamers to go live. That's everyone in the server. They all get into a voice chat. Then they check if the streamer is 5 stacking or if there are spots left. Then they get like 3 to 4 different parties. So say for example Dima is live and he is queuing with 3 people. There's 3 parties with 2 people and 1 solo to try and get in the game at the same time.
How many people are actively sniping the streamers?
It's random, depends on the day and streamer, but usually around 15 to 30.
How do the new people get into this server?
Our small group of friends started it, then we invited other friends and some of the friends of friends too, and so on. It's still actively growing. As long as someone of our initial 10 people trusts them and the people agree on it, the person will be invited. It's like a recruit, and we interview people before letting anyone in.
What is your motivation to do this?
Either we post it on YouTube to try and get views and sell configs, or just scam people. Sometimes we put prizes like a hit, where we pay you money for other members of the server to snipe the streamers. Not a lot, of course, like 10 to 50 euros, depending on the amount of hits and who it is. While some of the other people just do it because they find it fun, feel powerful or better, or just to rage bait the streamer.
Can you give me a list of the streamers that you mostly target?
Dima, Renyan, Furious, HaiX, Anomaly, Doc, Onapixel, Tweeday, Neok, and more. But our main targets are Dima, Renyan, Furious, and HaiX. Anybody that plays a lot of matchmaking or Premiere and has a lot of viewers.
Are you planning to get the community bigger or target more streamers?
Yes, the more people, the better.
Has the server grown in the last few months, and if so, by how much?
Yes, it started with 10 people and has grown to around 50 in just 4 months, relying on trust to keep the server as hidden as possible. But we are planning to make it bigger.
Who is the streamer that you hate the most or enjoy the most to mess with?
From Dima and Ren, we get the most views and likes, and we get more money for them. Also, Furious mostly plays FaceIt, but when he plays Premiere, we try to snipe him as well. HaiX gives us the best reactions, but we only started sniping him recently because he got unbanned on Twitch.
Are there any streamers that you actually like and won't consider targeting, and why?
We hate all of the CS streamers, and as long as he has big amount of viewers, it doesn't matter who that person is. We don't target small streamers though, because it doesn't get us any views or money.
After he gave me those answers, I was a bit shocked but still decided to continue the interview. How do you get money from this? Like, in what way? Do you make videos about it, or how does the monetization process work?
Well, it is kind of like a gang. There are big people and then there is a working and middle class. We are the higher ups in this. So we put a money prize and ask the working class to start sniping. So every time they snipe, they have to record the game and send it to us. After that, we pay a promised amount.
How do you interview people to join this community, and what are the main requirements to join?
We hop in a voice chat, the new members talk and turn on camera to verify that they are who they claim to be. We also ask them to show their ID with a full name and country that they live in. Then we ask why and how they are going to do this, and also show and teach them how it all works and how they are supposed to snipe. We have an introduction so everyone knows everyone in the server, like big friend group.
After that, he said that the higher-ups are paying the snipers once they upload the cheating POVs in public or private videos, but when I asked him to link those videos, he refused, because it would expose some of the people in the server and their identity. He said that those videos are in public access on YouTube, but he won't link them, but I could try searching for them if I wanted to, and trust me, I tried but simply couldn't find anything. If you guys will find any of those videos, please let me know. You can contact me through my Discord server. I also asked them about FaceIt, and this is where the conversation took a very interesting turn. I want you to pay close attention to this. Do you guys only stream snipe in Premiere and matchmaking, or some of you guys are actually capable of doing that on FaceIt? Because for that, I assume you might need DMA cheats that bypass FaceIt anti-cheat.
2 people have DMA in our server, but it is still very hard because you need to maintain ELO to match against streamer. 90% is Premiere, 10% FaceIt. A lot of the streamers queue 5 stack in FaceIt. That is why we don't invest in DMA.
Okay, since you mentioned that 10% is FaceIt, which streamers did you successfully target there? Because I highly doubt that you will be able to target someone who is like Doc with 3500 plus elo.
No, not Doc. But we did snipe Furious once in enemy team, but it was not very successful.
So I assume you guys buy accounts to snipe on higher elo on FaceIt, because it has to be over 3000 elo in order for you to get in the same lobby.
Yes, and last time we sniped Furious, he was around 2900 elo.
Okay, what if all of the streamers would switch to FaceIt? Would you still continue trying to snipe them? Would all of your community simply move to DMA cheats, and how would your community continue to work?
DMA is very expensive, and I don't think we would invest a lot of money into DMA because we don't get paid that much. We would simply wait for the streamers to switch back to Premiere or matchmaking. Also, FaceIt accounts are very expensive to buy with that elo. The 2 people with high elo and DMA would probably try, but it would not be successful at all. I don't know why the streamers have not switched to FaceIt yet.
So you are saying that if streamers would switch to FaceIt, it would be almost impossible to continue sniping?
Not impossible, but in 100 games you would maybe get 1 or 2 snipers, and that is if the snipers are lucky, and sniper would probably lose because DMA is not that powerful. No point in trying because most of the cheaters are really bad at the game. And even with DMA cheats, we won't have the skill to ruin the experience of the streamers.
Also, he said that he expected me to be toxic to him, but since I was polite, he agreed to provide screenshots of how the server looks with all of their rooms, text channels, and other interesting stuff. So as you can see, they have the announcement room where they add everyone once the streamer is live. They gather in groups, and after that they go into different sniping channels. Also, they've got the hits channel where it shows which streamer was targeted and how much he was paid for it. Then they have a list of targeted streamers and the streamers that are currently live. And what's also really funny is the small price list that they currently have. Listen closely. Furious, $25 per ruined game. He has the highest price because he mostly plays on FaceIt and he is the most difficult to snipe. Dima, $20 because out of all people in the list, he has the highest view count. Renyan, 3 months Spotify subscription. Neok, 1 month Discord Nitro. And HaiX, $15. Well, that's kinda sad. But recently, they hopped on a new trend. Around 20th of February, Dima hosted a show where he did 1 vs 60 challenge on his stream. Dima's community reported him for fun on a server and received a griefing cooldown. Same thing happened to Ren, and cheaters from the server knew about that. So now they have a new trend. Not only they will continue stream sniping and ruining other people's experiences, but also they will mass report the streamers to get them banned for griefing. I'm not 100% certain, but in CSGO you could get up to 14 days of ban time when people reported you for griefing. This is also confirmed by Grok and ChatGPT. So now, not only it's impossible to play against them because they're pretty much in every game spin botting, but also it would affect your account. I currently don't know how to deal with this issue. I've talked to my streamer friends and we all know that Valve does not care about the anti-cheat, they don't even care about the opinions of pro players about this game. But if there is a single chance of Valve employees watching this, here is the solution that we came up with. First of all, in order to prevent the stream sniping, you could make the same system as you have made in Dota 2. It's called a void list. After a game was played in Dota 2, you can click on the profile of every player who was in yours or enemy team and click avoid.
Что, мама твоя сосала? Не слышу! Алло! Чего? Он мут? А чё, не вывозишь, дол...
Once you do that, you will never meet this player in your games. This system would be really easy to implement and would help the streamers avoid meeting the same stack of stream snipers every single game. Second of all, we need Overwatch back as soon as possible. Not only Overwatch would fix the majority of cheating issues in the game, it would also fix the problem with streamers or anyone else getting mass reported for griefing, since the person who is reviewing the Overwatch case would see that the reported suspect did not grief the game. Because right now you can just mass report someone even in a private server and the reported person will automatically receive a griefing cooldown, which is insanely stupid. Now, if any of the Discord admins, staff or higher-ups are watching this video, I'm down to provide way more information about the people on this server so you could investigate this issue, since I'm 100% certain that servers like this are against Discord TOS. Please contact me through Twitter DMs. On that note, I think that I've managed to tell you about the entire issue, and now I want to know what you guys think about it. Also, I got unbanned on Twitch recently, so you can check out my stream, since after 1.5 years of ban, I'm rebuilding my community from scratch. I really appreciate you guys watching this video. God bless you. I'm out.